Habai krem bakilat pathai khubor hadian balawai ka jingalang u nongyalam ka CLP u Dr.MUKUL Sauma ula ongba u menteri rangba ka jilla klem da pulia yakarai jong ka Supreme Court ka badan hado arspa lightly ki sla ula pynbna ba la shah banti dewïong bad udale shongshit ban pynbnaru ha ka social media ula ongba ha ga jing shisha ka diga kamram jong ka sorkar ban ai ya ka jing pensha ya ki paidbah ba hab ban da yo jingbit kabatik na ka sorkar pedeng lingba ki ain balabu da ka yeng bishar bah khli ru jongkari India Henry kinongyalam ka sorkar jala kila shupin banaben balasha banti dewïong ula ongba kani ka sorkar nadu basdang kala shuim tang ban thok ha ka ba kila thok da ka ba ongba omdan satya ka jing ti dewïong be ain Henry ka jing ujor ka ha yeng bishar lingba ka koti committee report ka kado shai ba ka don ka jing ti dewïong be ain
mining, and then they have started bringing laborers. There's one gentleman again from Ampati Remia. Same time that, sir, I have a mine in such and such for so many years I couldn't mine. Kindly help with some capital. Then I said, do you know, have you read the order of the Honorable Supreme Court? He said, no, sir, it's open. People are already taking, they are already hiring laborers. So this is what is happening in the state. Because of the narrative engaged by a government which should have been responsible to actually tell and enlighten the people. It's a shame. It's a shame, and the whole tamasa is generating from none other than the Chief Minister himself. 203 pages of judgment order. 203 pages. I tried to read it on the first evening. I read for almost 8 hours. I couldn't finish. I tried to read because I had to respond on behalf of the CLP, and obviously because it's an important issue before the state, before the people. Now the joke is that without reading the judgment, they start narrating. They are active in social media. Okay, it's as simple as that. I don't have to prove. They're unnecessary. That whole attitude of engaging in creating this narrative and misguiding people. What is going to happen? If somebody goes with a lever and start digging, they will be arrested. They will be subjected to various legal procedural as per the law. So friends, what I'm trying to say is that this government from the day one has been engaged in misleading and misinformation campaign. Before election, after formation of government.
U Dr.MUKUL ula ongba kajing ailat ka Supreme Court banti dewïong da ka ba pindan kam da ki an jong ka sorkar pedeng kadai namar ba kam da shanya ya ka sorkar jilla watlada ka affidavit ne ka jubab jong ka sorkar pedeng ha yeng bishar ka long lakan thup lang ya ka ha ka resolution bala minjur da ka yeng dorbar thau an jong ka jilla ha unai lur jong ka snam 8,000 khatsan ka ba ong ban pelat ya ka kam ti dewïong ha Meghalaya na ka jing pentre kam ka an ka sorkar pedeng kum ka MMDR Act bat kiwe
Where is the call? If you go through, again, which is again covered in the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, you will see reference of the Katoki Committee report, where it has clearly indicated that there has been illegal coal mining going on and on and on. And again, the amicus curiae, in his submission before the Honorable Court, based on which the Honorable Supreme Court ultimately decided that, okay, all these coal mines, nothing doing, must be auctioned through the Coal India Limited. So the whole interpretation is that today time has come up to this level that because of what is going on in the state of Meghalaya, the Honorable Supreme Court could not trust the state government and the authorities of the state government. This is the kind of perception that has been created, maligning the name and fame of this beautiful state of ours, of which we are all proud of. Today, we are ashamed of the perception created by this government.
HALOR kajing ailat bandiyo dewïong baladepti lupa lingba ka Coal India Limited u Dr.MUKUL ula ongba don kam ban paidbah bha yo ba ka don ka jing ti tu ban pendap shaka thop jong u dewïong u baladepti lupa unongyalam ka CLP ula ongba ka jing shim jing bit na ka sorkar pedeng lingba ki an jong ka kan kta ya ki trai par ki barit barya ki badon ijakati dewïong ibarit.
The Honorable Supreme Court, and therefore ultimately when Honorable Supreme Court has been pleased to agree to the submission and contention and arguments of the stakeholders who filed petition to ultimately, I must say, recognize the traditional and customary rights of our indigenous people over the mineral if they had the right over the surface. That has been acknowledged. That is because it has been appropriately articulated and presented and submitted before the Honorable Supreme Court, and there was a similar kind of judgment prior to this in 2013 and also in, I think, 1967 or something. So there are two similar kind of judgments. Ownership over the mine. Somebody has, just 100 feet, 200 feet frontage of mines. So that is how the clan divides and give to the local miners, local stakeholders. How are these people going to face the challenges of getting all the clearances based on the statutory laws? That is the main problem which has been discussed, deliberated in the August House, based on which we took a resolution in 2015, in the month of September. This was unanimously agreed upon by all the political parties. And Government of India also has agreed and said that yes, we agree with the view of the state government of Meghalaya and the resolution adopted. And that's the reason why they have submitted filed the affidavit indicating the stand of the union government. Now, that's why I'm saying that this state government was more busy in trying to convince and work overtime to see, okay, they can start getting some inventory prepared and then plead before the Honorable Supreme Court that there is still coal lying in the mining area to facilitate illegal mining, as per what was recorded and becomes part of the proceeding in the Honorable Supreme Court vis-a-vis the report of the Katoki Committee.
Ka CLP kalayakrenru HALOR ka National Education Policy jong ka SORKAR pedeng ha kaba ka kenhuan ki MLA Congress kalapan pau ba ka jingsngau khia yaki kindon ki bala ban pendu no yaki bor bat ka jinglong trai jong ki nong seng school HALOR ka ni ka jingyalang kala thung da ka committee ban kle da I Dr. Amprin Lingdo ban kinthop yaki MLA ba ki nong yalam ka MPCC ban yakren yakani ka kam bat ka All India Congress Committee AICC.
We are all aware that education being the concurrent list, states must have its own responsibility vested with authority. We cannot just say, okay, we have responsibility but no authority. So therefore, the structure which has withstood the test of time, this federal structure, post-independence, must not be diluted. And rather, more and more responsibility, including authority, should be vested. One is also the drug policy, which is designed in such a way that the sponsoring bodies who have felt it necessary to establish school at the most difficult time and in most difficult areas, their authority and ownership over the management as well as the assets are likely to be alienated. And the policy itself is very contradictory. Somewhere they try to say that, okay, public investment should be increased in conformity with the projected 6% of the total GDP. And another portion again says, okay, we will encourage private investment. Then another portion says that we will discourage private investment or stop private sector in certain sections of education. So it's quite a confusing document. So what we have decided is that we have formed a committee where we have the members from the CLP drawn, and then we will be in discussion with our PCC, Pradesh Congress Committee, and have more friends and have an exhaustive study of the drug policy with the input coming from many of our members who belongs to academic community, academicians rather.